6 school days, start EOGs. So, week from tomorrow. We'll look at systems of equations today. So, let's start off with that. Got 2 equations there. Let's find out how many solutions they have. Go ahead and get an answer. Hmm? You said B or D? What? B. B. Yeah. All right, you put those into Desmos. What you're going to get in this case, you get 2 parallel lines. So in this case, each of those, they'll have negative slopes. So you have lines going like that. Oh, wait, no, not infinite, sorry. Those end up as A. My bad. Parallel lines. That's no solution. All right, so you want to put them in Desmos. We get parallel lines. They end up as no solution. Okay? For 8th grade math, when we do systems of equations, we got 3 possibilities. You're going to either have no solution, infinite solution, or 1 solution. We're not going to have a none of the above, and we're not really going to have more than 1 solution. When you get to Math 1 next year, then you'll get the ones with more than 1 solution where they'll cross like sometimes 2 or more spots. But we got no solution on this one. All right, so this one does have a solution. So we got to find the solution. Let's go ahead and find the solution for this. We got x plus y equals -7. 3x plus 2y equals -17. Jenny, what you got? D. So we got -3, -4. Again, what we're looking for where they cross. Put one equation on one line, one equation on the other. Find where our 2 lines are crossing. In a lot of the cases for 8th grade math, we're going to get like y equals equations. When they give you the equations, they won't always be y equal ones. So sometimes you'll see them look more like this. That's called like standard form. You'll deal with that a little bit more next year. But so that's a little bit different. So you won't have to solve those without a calculator this year. But just put them into Desmos, see where they cross. All right, your solution is the point of intersection. And you're just looking for the ordered pair. Okay? Everybody good with that? They're active. Easy, hopefully, right? Use your equations, use Desmos, use your tool. All right, so I'm going to do this one without Desmos, okay? So 2 angles are complementary. Oh no, yeah, does anybody remember what that means? All right, we got 2 types of angles. We got complementary and supplementary angles. This is more like not even from this year. Straight lines are supplementary angles. Supplementary angles add up to 180. Complementary are different. You dealt with complementary angles more last year in 7th grade math. Complementary angles are 2 angles that add up to 90 degrees. okay? So if I got two angles that add up to 90 degrees, it says larger angle, 36 more than the smaller angle. So I got a large angle, I got a small angle. They add up to 90 degrees, right? So my large one plus my small one equal 90 degrees. If I got two angles are complementary. That's what the complementary means. Two angles equal 90 degrees, okay? So everybody good with that equation? Now that we remember what complementary means, right? The larger angle is 36 more than the smaller angle. So the larger angle is 36 more than the smaller angle. So everybody go with that equation. Not so bad, right? So now, what I'll do is I'm going to substitute. Since this one is L equals, I'm going to take L out of the equation up here, and I'm going to put this in place of it. So now I'm going to have x plus 36 in place of it in the first equation. I still have the plus s that was already there, and now it equals 90. All right, now I'm going to solve the equation. S plus s makes 2s. I usually try not to use s's because my handwriting's not great, but that's a s, not a 5, okay? We'll just have to remember that. I got plus equals. This is just a 7th grade math equation. We keep going, we solve by doing opposite, right? I subtract 36. So minus 36 from each side, cancels it there like we want. We're getting it away from the s. When I subtract it on the other side, that gives me 54. So I got 2s equals 54. I'm not going to write the division because I'm running out of space, but I divide by 2. 54 divided by 2 is 27. All right? It asks me for the larger angle, though. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this equation right here, s plus 36. S was 27, and I just add 6 to it. 27 plus 36 is equal to 63. And that's my answer. So would that be completely ridiculous for them to expect you to do something like that on a calculator inactive? Not really, no, right? Other than remembering what complementary meant, would that be that bad? No, not too bad, right? Now I remember complementary. Okay? Everybody kind of with it on that one? All right, so let's look at another one. All right, this one, the way it's stretched, maybe got a little blurry. We got Hudson worked 2 jobs last summer, started saving for a car. He worked lawns during the day and worked at a pizza place. In 1 month, Hudson earned a total of $1,400. All right, so 2 jobs, $1,400. We got mowing lawns, pizza place. So I'll put L for the lawns, P for pizza. So we got L for the lawns plus the P for the pizza place, $1,400. All right, so there's my first equation. If he earned $360 more at the pizza place than mowing lawns, how much did he earn at each job? So which one did he earn more at? If he earned $360 more at the pizza place than mowing lawns, so which one was more? Pizza place. So the one that's more, usually it's going to be easier if you do the one that's more. So pizza place was more, and so take the lawns and add the $360 to it. So there's my two equations, right? Go ahead and give those a try. See if we can get the answers. We want to get both numbers for this one, okay? Anybody got answers yet? For either? Well, both. Know which one that's for? Which letter? For which one? Yeah, pizza place, we got 880. And our mowing lawns is 520. All right, so when we got these two equations, it's pretty much just like the one before this. We got our pizza place. We got our pizza place, so what we're going to do is this right here is going to go in for the pizza place on that first equation. So I've got the lawns we're mowing plus what we're substituting in equals the 1400. So I have 2L plus 360 equals 1400. So 2L equals 1040. We divide by 2. That's the 520. That was L equals, so that's the mowing the lawns. That's where the 520 is. Once we have that, if we take it, oh, I was going to draw an arrow. If we take it, we plug it in right there and do L plus 360. That's how we get the 880 that Caden said. We do 520 plus the 360, and that tells us how much you made at the pizza place. Okay? Anybody got any questions on that one? Now, y'all, with Desmos, if you just have these equations here, you just make one of them X, one of them Y, and you make sure you use the same one for each letter each time. And you make sure you remember which one's which letter. Because when you find them, the ordered pair, you got to know which which one's X, which one's Y on the ordered pair, okay? Everybody clear on that? This one's not really two separate equations, but equations on both sides kind of work like the systems. We need to know which one of those has no solution. So you can go ahead, you can use Desmos, I'll let you do that to check these. But we need to know which one of those has no solution. I would say types like this are probably a good chance, like a bunch of drag and drop questions. Jacob? D is the correct answer. When you distribute, or if I distribute there, I've got negative 6x plus 12 equals negative 6x minus 12. Okay? When we have no solution, what no solution is going to have is the same coefficient with different constants. And positive 12 and negative 12 are different constants. But negative 6, the x's are the same. On C here, we'd have 8x minus 12. That's the same. I got 16x and 16x. I got minus 8 and minus 8. I got 10x and 10x. I got a plus 3 and a plus 3. Those make those three, A, B, and C, all infinite solutions. So if you graphed those on Desmos, you would get a line on top of a line for each of those. Okay? So A, B, and C are all infinite solutions. D is the one that is no solutions. No solutions, you get parallel lines. Infinite solutions, you get a line on top of a line. One solution is where you get like a X or the line like crossing. Okay? Any questions on that?